Effects of high-fat feeding-related obesity. Obesity is an epidemic. It affects individuals all over the world, yet it is also one of the most preventable. Countless campaigns have tried to reach members of our society, yet obesity rates remain high. Generally, you may think of cardiovascular disease or diabetes in reference to obesity, when there is evidence that obesity has significant impact on cognitive function in the brain. While exercise is definitely important in losing weight and combating obesity, getting to the issue before it gets that severe could be a useful strategy. This could be done by educating healthy diets and targeting food sources in future generations. Now we'll get into exactly how the brain is affected by obesity. It appears that the temporal, along with the hippocampus and frontal lobes, are especially vulnerable to the effects of obesity. A greater BMI is found to be correlated with reduction in regional brain volumes, making it fair to suggest a loss of neurons. Clinical studies in adults show that a higher BMI due to high-fat feeding is associated with deficits in learning, memory, and executive functioning. Consistent with animals. There is evidence of adverse effects of obesity on cognitive function regarding a range of memory and learning skills. Shockingly, being obese within early adulthood or mid to late life at 2 to 3 time points is still associated with lower cognition even after adjusting for age and education. This can easily affect someone's performance in college and job abilities. In 2008, the World Health Organization reports that 1.4 billion adults were overweight and 200 million men and almost 300 million women were obese. Even more alarming is that in the US alone, childhood obesity was 16.9%. In a study by Liang et al., overweight or obese children had a lower IQ than healthy weight youth. Also within the sample, multiple body indexes were negatively correlated. Half the studies on learning and memory found a significant relationship with obesity. Although much more research is needed, it is suggested that family-based behavioral treatment and diet be used to combat neurocognitive factors related to obesity. But how do we reach people in our society? Who do you go for first? The answer is related to everyone. Make it matter. As for who to go for first and positions to educate our doctors, there is also evidence linking obesity and dementia. Not only can high-fat feeding-related obesity play a role in cognitive dysfunction, but it also appears to have a significant role in aging-associated cognitive disorders like dementia. A majority of studies find obesity as the cognitive denominator of many vascular risk factors and substantial evidence that cognitive performance and markers of brain atrophy in various age groups could be powerful predictors of cognitive decline in dementia in later life. The answer to America's obesity problem can be solved possibly by educating those who have a direct impact on others like doctors, teachers, and even going as far as adequately providing safe eating habits to children. Even telling doctors of all specialties to warn patients at risk about possible brain health would prove beneficial. In our society, obesity is affected by all age groups. This is why it's important to make a change now. In the clip shown, you can see how knowledge of obesity and its link to cognitive decline isn't widespread through the medical community. Perhaps referring those at risk to a neurologist in addition to a cardiologist would prove beneficial.